That's amazing. You read my mind. My Lord, you take me to vegetables. You realize what this means?
Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello. It is I, Amber, also known as Empress A. And today we are going to just go over some information reference to get you comfortable with shadow work. I know a lot of y'all want to do shadow work. I know a lot of y'all are scared to do shadow work because you don't really know what it entails of. They actually have you thinking that shadow work is the same as like root work or something like that, or some type of witchcraft or something like that. So the thing is that it's something very much needed. So today I'm just gonna go through and give y'all some information on it so you can know when you are heading into shadow work, when you are deciding to take that leap out on faith, when you are deciding to book myself or book Polka, then you kind of can understand like what you're getting into versus listening to what other people telling you. Other people got you scared, other people have you confused. I put together this piece. So when y'all are wanting to book or you're wanting to better yourself, you're not feeling bad about it, or you're not feeling like you're going against the grain. You're not feeling like um y'all know I like to have my daddy in the camera. You're not feeling any type of way, okay? So first and foremost, I always want to give a brief introduction again of who I am. And I am Amber, also known as Empress A. I have an online botanica. I am a conjure woman and a spiritual counselor, and I'm also an oracle. I also am a medium, and I'm very connected with the sky as well. So that would be birthing as well as death, which would be ending the cycles. If you want any information on your zodiac chart and astrology, I can do that for you, et cetera, et cetera. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see my handles for Instagram and TikTok. It's Amber Jenkins, and it's literally ITSAMBER Jenkins. And also, my website is listed below where you can purchase things as far as custom jewelry, root work, and things of that nature. You can book your services either directly through me, because some people really prefer just to deal with me. Um, and then go to my website so you can know me. So, and also if you want to leave donations or anything at the bottom of the screen, you will see my Cash App, and I also have Apple Pay and things of that nature. Hi, honey. So, this is Shadow Work 101. If you are already reserved and a part of my Shadow Work Squad Gold Access, these are the things that you will get access to, and these are the things that you will see. Hey, baby, that we offer as far as me and my spirit council when it comes to shadow work and things of that nature. The biggest thing about shadow work is you need to understand a lot of what goes on so you can be more so in tune with yourself and understand, hey, love, that shadow work is strictly about yourself, okay? So I am going to Okay, what about now? Are we good now? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I want y'all to know you can take notes if you choose to. I would highly recommend that you take notes. And if you take notes, then you're able to kind of decide if this is something that you do want to do. And yes, indeed, my beautiful people, I got my teaching voice on today. All right. So this is what you will receive once you have gold access to my shadow work squad, which is basically a project that I am doing to promote shadow work, because a lot of you have a lot of spiritual gifts, but I cannot properly teach you those gifts if you are not fully equipped to take care of yourself. When you don't do proper shadow work and you go into yes, you can. It'll still be up. When you are doing shadow work and when you are going into practicing spell work, root work, hoodoo, voodoo, Vadu, Ifa, Santeria, Lakumi, whatever you decide, anything you decide to practice, manifestations, healing, things of that nature, if you're not properly on the path when it comes to shadow work, you will find yourself creating a harsher life for you, because you will find yourself doing things such as you'll find yourself doing things out of like anger, out of hurt, versus really understanding the depths of why you're responding that way. So the beautiful thing about shadow work is it's one of those things that is only here to help you touch your higher self and get to your higher self. So yes, I am Empress A. I did return to this realm April 27th of 1989. My landing ground is a semi-small city in South Carolina, referenced as Greenville County by way of Taylor's. I did enter into this realm to teach love, sensuality, and beauty, and I am the Empress, and I have 6 blessings raining up under me, and I am originally from the planet of Venus, so that makes me a Venetian. I'm an author, conjure woman, oracle, spiritualist, and it goes on. Now, what is shadow work? Shadow work is a lifelong practice that requires one to address the inner self to promote a better life. Shadow work is the first step into meeting one's higher self. Who is your higher self? Your higher self is the being that is elevated so high that there is pretty much no error. There is a beautiful life of abundance. There's a beautiful life of great health and prosperity. Your higher self is one that knows what your purpose is and operates in your purpose. So with shadow work, as you see in the image, she actually has a mirror right there, because looking in the mirror is one of the things that shadow work basically focuses on. Shadow work focuses on you looking in the mirror and you divulging directly into who you were, who you are, so you can tap into who you need to become. A lot of times with shadow work, what we fail to realize is that it starts at home. If you can't see this, I'll zoom it in better, but this will be saved too, so you can see it. It starts with home. On your journey, you will find that revisiting home is an assignment that is never ending. When you are revisiting home, you are touching into the space in which you were put in your contract, your spiritual contract that you signed and that you negotiated with the creator. There were certain things that you were sent to do in that home. Amongst discovering yourself, you would discover that everything is supposed to be as it's supposed to be. Repentance is not real, because the creator is not condemning you for doing your assignment. That is a fear that was created by Christianity and other religions. But you will find that revisiting your home front is going to kick off your shadow work. a lot of times people like to not talk about it or sorry, or leave it out. But cola will leave it out because they don't want to revisit those wounds of child molestation, of anger, of rape, abuse, neglect, abandonment, etc., and things of that nature. Oftentimes, we find ourselves falling into the trap of being a product of our environment. If you take a lioness outside, out of the safari, away from her pride, that's where she's been all her life, and then you put her in the backyard with a wooden fence, a doghouse, and people constantly wanting to touch her, how do you think she's going to react? And the reason why today I'm using the lioness is because a lot of people refer to the lion within itself, which the lion does protect. The lion does do its due diligence and its duties with the pride. However, the lioness is the hunter who provides the food. So if you put that lioness in the backyard, what do you think is going to happen? How do you think that's going to maneuver? Now, it is true, however, doesn't mean it is right, and sometimes it is amazing that we find ourselves in a space where we are looking back at home and it's like, wow, the reason I treat my kids this way is because I remember my mom treated me this way. Or the reason I give my kids so much leniency is because my mom or my dad never done that. Or the reason why I chase after men is because I was always begging my dad to come pick me up and he kept leaving me on the couch waiting on him until I would fall asleep. So now I just put up with anything. Or why do I do my friends like that? Well, that's because I have abandonment issues because I was always at home by myself because my mom was either working or my dad was working or they were out and about or my grandma raised me. And these are the things that will mold you to who you are and help you kind of develop some of those traits that we necessarily don't like. Okay. Now, reverting back to this is one that a question that I feel like a lot of people struggle to answer. They kind of have a problem with when you ask, who am I? And they get to listing off all the things that they have done. And it's like, no, that's not what I mean. I'm asking you, who are you? And one of the hardest questions to answer when you are in low vibrations is, who am I? You, of course, will name off things like eat, like what you eat and are used to. So for you all, what I want you to do is take a few moments to answer and tell me who you are. Who am I? I am that I am. Everything is me and I am everything. I am a godly being walking this earth. I am a warrior. I am a healed, beautiful, melanated empress. One of the things that I saw was that Poco said, I believe, was I am everything. Um, I am all that. I am rich. I am a divine being. Like, it's just a lot that you could go into with who am I versus saying, oh, well, I'm a teacher. Or like, you don't need any accolades to tell you who you are. You know who you are. Now, one of the things here that is very important is that therapies are different in spirituality. So, when we're talking about therapies, when we're talking about these are things that we use in therapy and spirituality to heal. It's no different than you going to your physical therapist or your psychologist or your psychiatrist. These are just things that we have to do to heal. So first, what we have is going to be music therapy or sound therapy. These would be chants. These would be music. All of these are medicinal because you can heal through these things. So if you have migraines or if you don't feel good, one of the solfeggio sounds that is the biggest help, I believe, is megahertz 174. You turn that on, turn the lights off, and you take a nap. What those sounds do, if you have headphones, that would be great. But if not, just lay the phone kind of close to your head, but not too close to your head, and you will feel your headache disappear. If your children have a fever, you can play the solfeggio sounds. If there is an illness in the home, you can play it on the Bluetooth speaker and blast it through the house. But one of the things that people have to realize is that just like music and sound can be used as therapy, it also controls you with megahertz. So a lot of people I know right now, when it comes to certain music, they're in love with it. They like it. That's their thing. But then on the flip side of things, music brings out your vibrations. That's why in some club settings, if you say what songs were playing, and they're like, oh well, they were fighting off of R&B. It's like, no, but what songs were playing before that? And you get to talking about certain music. It's because in the music, who is owned by no other than Lucifer. And Lucifer actually created music because that is Lucifer's thing. Lucifer's voice is very melodic, and she actually was sent here because music is filled with notes to heal, to bring things to peace. And one of the tools that she used was taken and it was contaminated, and now is being used to promote things such as children unaliving themselves, promoting agendas that will pull the black man or the black woman apart from each other. That's why when you listen to a lot of the industry plants, they speak a lot about being single and doing somebody how they did them. They spend a lot of time talking about doing things or wanting to end their lives or wanting to hurt other people. And then when you look around the society and you listen to the music blasting and the speakers, you start to realize like you're basically rapping what you want to happen. And I believe that it was Tupac Shakur's brother who did an interview and was like, my brother basically manifested his death. He would talk about all of this stuff that was going to happen until it happened. Now, music can also heal you. That's why it's important when you're experiencing heartache or you're sad not to go and listen to No More Pain by Mary J. Blige or Alicia Keys. I should have let you go. It's very important to change the gears and change the trajectory to listen to things that will uplift you, that will bring you into a better space, that'll make you want to dance. One of my things that I love to put me in a better mood would be 90s music. 90s music, R&B music for me is just it. It's lit, it's beautiful. It even like certain songs you just like, oh well, this is the love, like the love songs are amazing from the 90s and the 80s as well as the 70s. So now we also have physical therapy. And physical therapy would be grounding outdoors, visiting the gym, getting sun. Those things are essential because with this type of physical therapy, you are connecting with Gaia, you're connecting with Mother Earth, you're getting to know who you are, you're getting to feel the energy from this place and learning that Mother Earth will wrap you in her arms and will heal you at the very moment you put your bare feet into the ground. They will teach you that, oh, you shouldn't walk barefoot. But then they won't teach you that when you wear shoes all the time, it closes in and then the pores get clogged up and infected. And that's why your feet smell the way that they smell. They have like a, naturally, people's feet have like a stitch who wear shoes and socks all the time. And if you really think about it, when you walk around barefoot or you ground yourself, some people's feet will be very firm at the bottom. And a lot of people say, oh no, your feet aren't supposed to be like that. You need to go get them done. No, actually, your feet are supposed to be like that so you can survive on the turf. So your body is now receiving the elements from Mother Earth. It's connecting through the ground. Mother Earth is preparing your foot to be on a terrain that it can handle. Because naturally, we're not supposed to be in shoes. Naturally, we're supposed to be very free people. So your body is going to revert back to the state that it was supposed to be in originally. So when you see someone who's barefoot all the time and you're like, oh, they feet a little hard. And it's like, well, that's because if you take the shoes away and I'm supposed to be walking on the ground, I'm okay. So grounding is very important. Getting sun, that vitamin D from the beautiful sun, grandfather sun, is very important because that can shift your mood as well as eliminate certain toxins within your body, and that will raise your vibration as well. A lot of people will say, when I went outside, I felt a lot better. When you walk, your body connects with the spiritual realm and it works to release things that should not be there. And going to the gym is a very big thing, or working out, period, is a very big thing in shadow work because you're tending to your temple. The goal with shadow work is to take care of your temple so you can understand that you are church. So you can understand that you are fully equipped with everything that you need to be fully equipped with, okay? Now, one of the ones that people don't really like to focus on and that we see people are gravitating towards more is going to be food therapy. We all love food therapy where you use food to soothe you. It's comfort food, it's soul food, etc., etc., etc. So, food therapy, food has the most major impact, right? I'm going to say it probably falls right with music, the sound of what you hear. But food, I would say, would probably be to me the most important because that's why it's so hard for people. And that's why in certain areas they use food to poison people, but that's a story for another day. So if you're in a bad mood, you could eat like blueberries. Or if you need like a focus point, you would drink or eat coffee beans the original way. If you need to cleanse yourself or heal yourself, that's where collard greens come in, kale come in. Kale is probably one of the most powerful greens to me, to my knowledge, as of right now. I could stand corrected soon after doing more research. But those are things that you eat in beans to bring your body into a different state. Now, when the body is at a certain alkaline level, no diseases can exist, so they say. And when I say so, they say, I will say this. Just for clarity, I'm not a medical professional. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. But so as you are realizing that food is very important, you will see things like the fruits and the vegetables, and you can blend those together. And some of those don't really go together. So I was reading an article, and the girl was like, she was watching people make smoothies, and she was like, well, that's why you're not getting the results of the smoothie because you're putting peanut butter in with this, and they don't go together. They're not supposed to go together. So that's one of those things, but you can change if you're in a mood and you're like, I'm hungry, I need to eat something. I heard peanuts aren't really good for us. I've never been like a peanut girl, but I will say whenever I'm in that mood, I will get some lettuce, some cucumbers, and some tomatoes, some salt and pepper, some avocado oil or olive oil, put a little bit of vinegar in there, and I'll just eat that. And it'll change my whole mood because you're eating from the earth, and Mother Earth, the elements are coming in you. And it's like, I was in a bad mood, I ate a salad, I feel a lot better, etc. So this was a preview of what I will offer my shadow work group, the Gold Access. We will do these once a week. Once a month, and we'll go through the class and we'll go to different levels and things like that. Now, included with the shadow work squad group, you could just join that on through Affirmations Boulevard on Facebook. If you do want to receive all the benefits, it is $35 a week. If you pay the 140 upfront per month, you will receive a candle that is dressed and also a journal, so you can journal all of your shadow work and things of that nature. The journal was created by me. It's called the I Am Worthy, I Am Deserving journal. So there are some benefits to joining the group. You just have more access to detail-oriented things. We go more deep. You get more discounts when it comes to like booking services and things of that nature. So that is it for the Shadow Work One-on-One. I hope that you guys trust me with your healing processes. I hope that you guys find it in yourself to want to heal. And I also want to let you know that, period. I was just reading your comments. To let you know that my number is listed here as well as my email and my, I don't know why my website showed up like that, but La Imperatriz Botanica.shop is listed below. And my social media handles are S Amber Jenkins, literally ITS Amber Jenkins. So if you want to book those services, you could just reach out to me. I am going to leave this up so y'all can take some notes. But like I said, if you wanted to pay for the assignment, because you will get assignments so you will get assignments once a week. We will meet 3 times a month for 20 minutes. And then your 4th week, we will have an hour session that does include a reading for the month to prepare you what's going to come, if you're going to have any struggles, if you are going to have any issues, and then we'll discuss where we're at and things like that. So, like I said, you pay the 140 a month. You pay the 140 monthly, then you get the journal and you get a candle every month. And then I'll be adding things onto it. And if you've ordered from me before, you know, anytime you get a package from me, it's always a little something extra on the inside. It's always something extra in there. So I do thank you all for being with me. Go back and watch this, take notes, share it with someone that you know really needs a support system or really needs to understand what this type of healing is. I am grateful when I hear people say, hey, listen, I've gotten further with you in one session that I have with my therapist, and I've been going to see her for 2 months or 6 months. And that makes me feel really good. So I love y'all. I am out. And may Jupiter today bless you with manifestations, abundance, and prosperity. You're gonna see today some things come up as far as like just some brief courses you could take or some previews to the courses, so you kind of are like, oh, well, I do need that, because I know a lot of stuff I do, y'all are curious about it, y'all just don't know how to utilize or use it. So I'll be doing that today. But I love y'all. Y'all know where to find me. And Empress A is out. See you.